In March of 2018, the Friends of the Sunsites Library decided to renovate the interior of the bookstore with a new coat of paint and new flooring. Of course, that meant every one of the 5,000 or so books and every bookshelf had to be removed. Fortunately, Sunsites is blessed with an active community of folks who generously volunteered their time and muscle to get the deed done. On March 17th, pickup trucks and trailers converged at the library to carry everything away for temporary storage. This is just one of about 4 trucks loaded down with boxes of books. Here's another truck being loaded now. The team got started at about 6:45 in the morning. By 8:30, the last boxes were filled and about half the shelving had been removed. The place was looking mighty empty and getting more empty with every passing moment. Remember that gap between the buildings for later. Here are some volunteers working the scene now. Every bookshelf had to be marked to make sure it went back where it came from, because that's about the only way they'd all fit in there again. In this room, you can see the peach-colored walls that will be painted a more neutral creamy ivory. Here are Joy and Linda discussing the fate of a utility shelf above the checkout desk. You can also see the old vinyl tile that has been pretty badly damaged in the high traffic spots. By about 9:30, the bookstore was cleared out and ready for a facelift. The following Friday, March 23rd, everyone came back and started the reassembly process. You can see the new paint above the shelves and along the back wall. The paperback room is coming along nicely. And here you can see our spiffy new carpeting. The guys are putting the finishing touches on the bookshelves. And here's that space I wanted you to watch. It's now filled with a couple hundred boxes of books. The gang called it quits for the day at about 1:00 p.m., but by then great strides had been made. We had dozens of empty boxes piling up outside, and many had already been taken away. Here comes another one now. The hardback room has a ways to go, but it's starting to look good. A few volunteers handled the rest of the shelving the next morning. Here's our first customer since the remodel. We weren't officially open, but we said we'd sell him whatever he wanted to buy, and by golly, he found 3 items. The paperback room was coming along nicely, with Sue diligently working the shelves. To celebrate the renovation, we're having a grand opening sale on Saturday, March 31st from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. For just $2, you can buy as many books as you can fit in a plastic grocery bag. I hope you enjoyed this little behind-the-scenes look at what can get done when good people volunteer to help a fantastic community resource.